Hi all. It's been a long time since we've had an update on this project, but I think we're due one. I've had a chat with Gareth, and we've decided between us, I suppose, primarily through a push from me to keep on top of an ever-changing world, especially in the games world. We're gonna rebuild the project pretty much from scratch. We'll still utilise all the elements we've made previously that we can bring over, but we're going to pull it all into the new Unreal Engine 4. We're hoping, this is a twofold reason. It gives me an excuse to sort of put time aside to learn the engine ready for delivery, but also it's a lot more powerful and things, especially utilising the new blueprint setup. Let's just open this up and have a look into the blueprints. Something like that. Nice and simple blueprint setup. Makes it a lot easier for functions and certain things that are going on. So let's go down in here and just pick out another one. My game blueprint has nothing in there, but it's got all the default settings. I've got a custom character rig set up in that one. And if we just pull up into the actual character blueprint, you can see we've got some basic simple input in there. Player movement with the keyboard, mouse input to look around, and spacebar to jump. It's just it seems to be a lot simpler than the Kismet system in UE4. Anyway, moving on from there, I'm just going to quickly show you where we're at so far. I'm just starting with the grey blocking of the level. Got some water underway. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's a complicated thing to do. And this is initially the start island, or the start sandbank, if you remember from previous videos, where the crashed ship is, and this is where the player will start. I'm going to have these are stepping stones at the minute. I'm going to have like debris in the water, logs and things floating around, and you have to hop over them to get onto the second part of the island here. This island is where the bridge commences from, which will lead you right across to the land over there. Maybe not as far as that, but just been playing around with a few bits and bobs, and I've got this little pressure pad here, so we'll see if I can complete this, get up to that point, and I'll show you what this pressure pad does. So, as I said, the player starts over here. If I'm struggling with this, I'll just go and start closer, but we'll give it a go. So, currently in the process of redoing the character. That's why she's a little large at the minute, and you can see the rig set inside her. There's no animations and no textures. But moving forwards, and I'm dead straight away. Look, that's rubbish. Only just made that, and I fallen in the gap. Let's go again. It's all good fun. At least it's not as simple. It's good for game testing. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, you get the idea. I clearly can't play this game very well, so I'm just going to start from here. Okay, so there's the crash ship over in the background. Get onto this island. We'll walk ourselves forwards on all this. This is just simple geometry at the minute. Okay, and then we've got our little pressure pad in front of us there. Now, if I turn around and walk into it, hopefully. Did you notice that? Made this section here collapse. Now this is for the event myself and Gareth were talking about, where there's going to be a drawbridge, and when you shoot out a bucket to lower the drawbridge, it drops like chub and guts and things like that into the water, and a sea monster comes, devours this stuff, but destroys a section of the bridge behind you, stopping you from going back. So if you've missed anything previously in the level, at this point you're unable to go back and collect it, because it will also auto-save instantly there. This is one of the elements we're kind of looking at incorporating to, just to make it different every time you play. There'll be hints later on to let you know maybe if you've missed certain elements before a save point. and that way every time you play the game, even though we deceptively make it look like you have free reign to go anywhere you want and do whatever you want, there is always that linear path that needs following. And this will allow you to play the game over a few times, not being completely bored of it after you've completed it once, because you will have done every element. So I'm just going to quickly show you that again. We'll start from here this time. So it's this block here that I'm standing on now, this one, that gets destroyed, and it's fired off by this trigger back here. I'm walking backwards now, so I'll keep my camera up so you can see what's going on. So not the block I'm stood on, not the one in front that's horizontal, but the one just above that. You ready? It's collapsed, and what I'll show you with this as well, this is going to kill me, but there's all the pieces of the bridge. Okay, I'll see you soon with another update.